Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel Mystical Ani. So today's reading is for Capricorn. This is for the month of June. So this will be a general reading, guys, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. For more accurate and personal readings, you can reach out to me. The contact details you will get in the description. And in this reading we will see the general energy for June, obstacle, guidance and probable outcome. At the end of the reading, we will also take some ancestors and angels, guides and messages so that you will get more clarity on how you can deal with the energies in the month of June. Okay. If any card in your reading comes in which the human bodies are not covered, I will not show those cards on the reading, but I will tell you what card it is and the messages the card is giving for you. Okay. So let's see what are the cards coming in for you. So let's start. What's the energy for Capricorn for June? What's the energy in the month of June for Capricorn? What is the energy in the month of June for Capricorn? I want just one card as the energy for June. Energy for the month of June for Capricorn. Okay. Alright. What are the obstacles for Capricorn which they are facing or might face during the month of June? What are the obstacles coming in for Capricorn? I think this wants to come up. Okay. What is the guidance for Capricorn here? What is the guidance for Capricorn? Wow. Okay. What is the outcome for Capricorn for the month of June? Wow. Alright. Bottom of the deck we have Queen of Swords. Okay. I think there you are thinking a lot about certain thing, maybe about your work, for most of you, and it's a very logical thinking, being very logical, not letting the emotions overpower you, and being very practical and logical about the situation and thinking about your growth, your finances, your career, and being very confident and mature about your decisions and your plan. That's a very good energy. You are not confused, you are not in any delusions or illusions anymore. You're very clear cut about your plans, your goals, and how you have to achieve it. Yeah, so it's a very good energy, Capricorn. Now let's see what do the cards have. So Queen of Cups. So energy during the month will be, you have to be, you at one time, one side of you are focusing on your growth, on your career, on your finances, which is very good, but at the same time you have to keep in mind that you should not ignore your emotional well-being. You should not ignore loving yourself. You should not ignore taking care of yourself. Okay, sometimes it's like you are giving and not taking care of yourself and not giving yourself how much time you want. You're kind of ignoring your own feelings, ignoring your own emotions, which is not good. Okay, so just try to be nurturing, try to be caring about your own self, caring about having taking care of your health basically, and your emotions also. Okay, so just try to don't let your work let you ignore your health. Okay, it can be your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, anything, but don't let the work overpower you so that you are ignoring your health, which is not good, because health is wealth, right? So you need to focus on your health, on your well-being, on taking care of what makes you happy and doing what makes you happy. Okay, so just focus on that as well, along with taking care of other self. Maybe, I don't know why for very few of you, I think, if you are a single mother and you are kind of tired of dealing with everything alone, just take some time off and give yourself some time. Take care of yourself. Okay, do what makes you happy. It may be difficult at times and you might feel emotionally overwhelmed. This can be for very few and very specific people watching this, but it's coming very strongly that if you're a single mother, sometimes it get emotionally overwhelming for you and you kind of ignore your own happiness for the sake of taking care of your child or children, right? So don't do that. Take care of your children, but when you are happy, when you are emotionally good, when you're emotionally strong, happy, then only your kids will be happy, right? So just try to focus on making yourself happy as well. Okay, this can be for very few of you, very specific someone. Okay, now the obstacle here is about your finances. Somewhere I think you know you are somewhere struggling to have that financial stability, financial growth, financial security, and that is what is causing you that sense of insecurity when it comes to your growth or your money or your future stability. You are kind of having that so much of things running in your mind that you are not able to let go of your insecurity when it comes to your finances. And also it may be for some of you, it can be your money is stuck somewhere and you are trying your best to get it out and use it for your own good, but some or the other way, some or the other thing keeps happening where your money is stuck and it's like causing you that you're worrying about it. Okay, and for some of you, if you're holding on to your this insecurity of how you will grow in life, how things will unfold, how what will happen, and worrying about everything, you need to just drop it off. Sometimes you need to drop all the baggage and surrender to the divine energy, in whichever form of energy you believe in. Surrender to that divine energy, surrender to the universe, and let things unfold how they want to be. Okay, so I think that's the obstacle, that you're feeling insecure, unstable, unsure of your growth, and holding on to so many things, which is kind of creating a blockage in your growth. Okay, because the guidance for you here is, see, it was the energy was the Queen of Cups and the guidance is King of Cups. Because see, the Queen is here, it's not taking care of herself, and it's just having that lack of happiness, peace and joy. The King on the other hand is very stable. Okay, you are stable, I'm not saying that you're not, but the King is here not giving up on himself also, right? Even if you're going through an emotional turmoil, you have to be confident, you have to be strong, you have to set your boundaries wherever it is required, wherever it is not possible for you to give and do things which is kind of very uncomfortable for you, or not, you know your soul doesn't want to do certain things, your heart does not agree for certain things, but somehow you are kind of keeping that pressure on yourself that no, you are supposed to do this, you should do this. Sometimes you need to set your boundaries, right? Sometimes you have to set that boundary and do what is right for you and at the situation. Okay, so you need to set the boundaries, you need to be confident, you need to handle things with so much of maturity, so much of stability, that nobody should enter that boundary. Okay, so try to create the boundaries wherever it is necessary. It may be a difficult time at an emotional level, but you have to be stable, confident, mature, and whenever it's required, wherever it is required, in whatever form it is required, you have to create boundaries for your own growth and for your own good. Okay, the outcome here is Three of Cups. So once you start focusing on your own happiness, on your own growth, and stop doing what your soul does not agree for, you will have so much of peace, you will feel in your mind, you will feel so good, you will feel happy about it. And I see there is a positivity in by end of the month. You will feel positive, you will feel happy, you will feel good. You might also, for some of you, there is a chance of reunion or having a small celebration for whatever maybe achievement, or you are achieving something, you are getting a reward of your hard work. It can be a small reunion with the family members, with the friends, okay, around, or in maybe if you're at your work also, you may have a small celebration. But a celebration is definitely happening in the month of June, I see. Okay, so just try to focus on setting the boundaries wherever it is required. Do what makes you happy, what is important for you to do, and do not hold on to things which are not in your hands. Okay, just surrender to the divine. Let's see what are the messages from the angels and ancestors coming in for you. Okay, the moon, and one more please. Wow, I will take one. Okay, better one. See, again, the water. So everything is about intuition. Moon is about intuition, water is about intuition, is about emotions, and you are dealing with the emotions here. See, the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Three of Cups, and water is again the energy of the emotions, the cups, right? And the moon is all about intuition. So everything is about, and intuition is right from emotions. Everything is interrelated here. So the guidance here for you is very clear. First, we'll take the moon, that take note of your intuitive messages. So your soul, as I said, right, focus on what makes you happy. See what your soul is asking you to do and do that. Listen to your intuition. How you can listen to your intuition? Do some meditation. Take some time out for yourself, some peaceful time, maybe at night, maybe early morning hours, maybe going for a small walk in nature alone. No music, nothing. Only just listen to the, if you have a river around your home or something like that, just go and sit next to that river, listen to the sound of the waves. If you have garden, trees around you, just listen to the birds and everything, just nature sound, nothing else. It will help you feel so good, so connected to the nature, and once you're connected to the nature, it will help you to get intuitive messages also. Okay, so listen to your intuition, see what your soul is telling you, and take note of it. Sometimes we get so many important messages through our intuition, but we forget later on, right? So it's always good, whenever you're getting an intuitive message, just try to take a note of it. Maybe after, not immediately after, maybe at the end of the day, after 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, you will somehow know how to use that intuitive message. And you will never, you never know what kind of message is coming and how it can help you to see things from a different perspective or bring growth in your life. Okay, so listen to your intuition, it's very important. And at the same time, the water guardian is saying connect with your emotions. See, as I said, listen what your soul wants. If there is something which is kind of very difficult for you to deal with at an emotional level, just surrender. Okay, surrender, call upon the water guardian and ask for help. See, angels and ancestors are always around us, guiding us, hearing us, seeing us, and protecting us with all the love and care. Okay, so just call upon the guardian angels, ask for their help, and listen to your intuition. Take care of your emotional well-being. Take some time out, sit in a quiet place, and feel your emotions. Don't try to suppress your emotions. Don't try to, crush them down. Just let it go. Let it go with the flow. Just observe your emotions. If you're feeling happy, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling joyful, or whatever, it's our emotions are a very strong sense of telling us, a strong way of telling us on how you are feeling and how you really want to feel, right? So it happens when you're sad, you keep on listening to the sad song, right? Because you're attracting that energy again in your life. So just listen. If you're feeling sad, do you really want to feel sad ever? Continue to feel sad? No, right? So just observe your emotions, observe your thoughts, observe what you are going through and you want, and that will give so much of clarity, bring so much of clarity, and it will encourage you to do something which you really want to do in your life, to bring that happiness, that peace, that celebration that you are looking for. Okay, so that's the reading, guys. If you have liked it, please subscribe to my channel for daily tarot insights. Bye bye.